The Schoolgirl Coxed Quad Scull Championship of Australia is underway. The current title holders, Gippsland Grammar, don't have a crew in the race. This first began in 1999 and a wonderful boat to row, the Quad Scull. Lane 2, Ryton Girls School from Victoria. Lucy Aitken, Emily Clifford, Ali Pearce, Kasha Morganson, Kate Elkington, the Cox, and Matthew Wilson, who also coaches at Banks Rowing Club, the coach of that crew. In lane 3, Perth Modern School got away well. Lauren Scalacci, Ashley Blatchenden, Gemma Kimberley, Lily Tinapple, who's already won a championship, the under-17 girls single. Zoe Thornton and the Coxons and the coaches, Jamie Jones and Steve Mann. They're on 34.5 strokes to the minute and very near the lead. Lane 4, Loreto Turak, Julia Guy, Alexandra Mate, Annie Rose Robson, Charlotte Russo. Alice Darte is the coxswain and the coach, Sophie Morrison. Lane 5, Loreto Turak as well. Tara Harrington, Sarah White, Amelia Freezer, Ros Stanley, Caitlin Moran, the coxswain, and Charlotte McNamara, the coach. Lane 6, Sacred Heart College of Geelong on Station 6. Gemma Walmsley, Lucy Headley, Elizabeth McEwen, Olivia Pecciari, Laura Simcoe, the coxswain, and Wayne Nitschke, the coach of that crew. And in lane 7, the crew from Somerville House from Brisbane, Isabel Lindor, Samantha Davidson, Julia Salisbury and Elizabeth Murdoch. Sophie O'Brien, the coxswain of that crew, and the coaches Andrew Burke, Oleg Shishkin and Andrew McNichol. And Loreto holding down first and second at the moment, lanes 4 and lane 5. Loreto Mandeville Hall is their full name and they're based in Toorak. So Loreto Mandeville Hall holding down first and second, 1:45.15 through the 500 metres, 0.25 from Station 4 over Station 5. The race began in 1999, so we're now about a 12-year history of this particular event. The Open Club Men's 4 Championship of Australia is now official. First, Banks Rowing Club. Second, Powerhouse Rowing Club. Third, University of Western Australia Boat Club. The winning time, 6 minutes 19.3. The margins, 7.48 by 2.87. So the two crews from Melbourne are leading out. Loreto Mandeville Hall from Toorak, one coached by Sophie Morrison, one coached by Charlotte McNamara. The crew in Station 4 on 33 strokes to the minute. And they've got those distinctive colours there. And they're doing a great job. Somerville House, they've been in every event going this week. They'll be very tired, young ladies, if they get on the plane tonight. They've been in a lot of events in those very distinctive colours, easy to see. And Sacred Heart College from Geelong holding down third place. Somerville in fourth, Ryton in fifth, and Perth Modern School in Station 6. For the spectators here, don't forget this is live streamed on WCSN right across the world. Loreto in Station 5 have gone to the lead now, just 0.64. So these two crews from Loreto Mandeville Hall are fighting at one another all the way down the course. The crew in Station 5 on 34 strokes to the minute have gone to the lead. See the coxswain sitting up in the bow seat encouraging her crew. Somerville House doing well on their outside, but those girls starting to tire now. And the leaders have the coxswain in the bow, and Somerville House have their coxswain at the stern, but doesn't make a great deal of difference, just a preference. Somerville House on 31 strokes to the minute. They've just got the rate down a little compared to the leading boat, but those two crews from Loreto Mandeville Hall, Sacred Heart College of Geelong there, swinging along beautifully. A beautiful boat to watch, the Quad Scull. Of course, Australia has a good record on this. Fourth in the Olympic Games in Beijing in the men's Quad Scull, and the women's Quad Scull was sixth in the final in Beijing. And a wonderful boat to row, and we look forward to some of these youngsters moving on to higher honours from their participation here at the Australian Rowing Championships. Loreto Mandeville Hall in Station 5 led through 1,000 metres. They head toward the 1,500 metre mark where we might see another change as those two crews chop and change. Sacred Heart College, I don't know that they can peg them back. Somerville House rowing a boat called the Jeffrey Searle, a great supporter of the school there, the Dr. Jeffrey Searle. Done a lot of work at Somerville House, and he's being honoured by their crew rowing in a boat named after him. The leaders, Loreto Mandeville Hall in Station 5 on 35 strokes to the minute, swinging along beautifully. Girls all decked out, they've got yellow ribbons in their hair, looking very smart. and plenty of their schoolmates on the bank cheering them on. Loreto Mandeville Hall in Station 5 leads Loreto Mandeville Hall in Station 4. The girls from Sacred Heart College at Geelong, coached by Wayne Nitschke, are throwing out the challenge to the second of the Loreto Mandeville Hall crews now. A further 4.61 back to Somerville House, then follows Perth Modern School and Wrighton Girls School of Victoria are at the rear. So the first three have cleared out, 5:29.61 through 1,500 metres. Loreto Mandeville Hall in 5 leads Loreto Mandeville Hall in 4. Sacred Heart College of Geelong in 3. That's where the medals will be. It's just who gets which one. Somerville House are 4th, Perth Modern School 5th, and Wrighton at the rear of the field. And I don't think those three can get back on touch with Loreto and Sacred Heart. 34 strokes to the minute, the leaders. Loreto Mandeville Hall as the Sacred Heart girls lift, and they're after the silver medal. And if Loreto aren't careful, they may get the gold. Loreto Mandeville Hall in Station 5. Loreto Mandeville Hall in Station 4 starting to struggle now. Sacred Heart College of Geelong out in Station 6. Somerville House on the far side after the bronze. The crew in Station 6, that's the Sacred Heart College. They're on 34.5 strokes to the minute. And Loreto Mandeville Hall in Station 4 are going up and down in the one spot. The crew from Loreto Mandeville Hall in Station 5 clings to the lead narrowly as Sacred Heart College comes at them. Somerville House comes again on the far side. Loreto Mandeville Hall in Station 4 are being swamped by the other crews. Loreto Mandeville Hall in Station 5, they look as though they've got enough lead to win the Australian Championship. They'll go on and get the medals. Loreto Mandeville Hall in 5 will be first. Second will be Sacred Heart College. Great go for third. Loreto Mandeville Hall have got third. Fourth, Somerville House came with a storming finish. Fifth will be Perth Modern School. And unfortunately, the girls from Wrighton have had a breakage and they're coming down with just 3 girls participating. Unfortunately, the Bow girls had a breakage there and they're just bravely finishing with 3 girls. Loreto Mandeville Hall, 7 minutes 20.59 in the Schoolgirl Coxed Quad Scull Championship of Australia.
Presentation of medals for the Schoolgirl Coxed Quad Scull Championship of Australia. The medals will be presented by Professor Dr. Peter Fricker, the Director of the Australian Institute of Sport. In third place, and winners of the bronze medals, representing Loreto Toorak, Julia Guy, Alexandra Mattei, Annie Rose Robson, Charlotte Russo, and Alice Date. In second place, and winners of the silver medals, representing Sacred Heart College Geelong, Gemma Walmsley, Lucy Headley, Elizabeth McEwen, and Olivia Pecchiani. The Cox, Laura Simcoe. And the coach, Wayne Nitschke. And the Australian champions for 2011 and winners of the gold medals, representing Loreto Toorak, Tara Harrington, Sarah White, Amelia Freezer, Ros Stanley, and the Cox, Caitlin Moran. And the coach, Charlotte McNamara. All right, ladies. Ros, you've been fighting with the other crew all year. This is your first win over the other crew?
Yes. Yeah. They've been so good to work with all season. Like everyone at Loreto in the seniors is such a tight group, and yeah, it's so good to see everyone do so well this weekend.
Ladies and gentlemen, please congratulate the medalists in the Champion Schoolgirl Coxed Quad Scull of Australia 2011.